All right, it is the Wolfer Power Hour. Bitcoin broke the level that we've been talking about for quite a while. Actually, we've been talking about this level for weeks. Last week, we were talking about, hey, this is kind of our last-ditch effort to go back down and touch a trend line that is long established for an uptrend. And it didn't happen, right? You never went down to retest or touch that trend line. And now we are breaking key levels that are pointing to extremely bullish nature for Bitcoin. And if you're not in the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room, dude, I have no idea what you're doing. You are Donna Goodo.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Except for you are not innocent, because even if you are legally blind, I am telling you, okay? I am telling you, it is open. We literally opened it yesterday. All right. But ever since it has been open, we've already taken like 5 gains. There's been like 5 gains, right? The trade that I gave out on gold yesterday, live in there, boom, hit. Massive profits right now, and I'm going to show it to you. The trade that my guy, the boss, right, who's my other TA guy in there, who does a lot of like day trading and intraday trading, he gave out 2 trades on Bitcoin. Both of them hit. The short that I was talking about yesterday hit, okay? What else hit? The S&P long hit that I gave yesterday. Exactly. To the T. All I'm saying, I'll show you all this stuff. If you are not in there, I have absolutely no idea why. The link is the first thing in the description of this video if you're here on YouTube. And if you are here on Twitter, I will drop it in. It's the first link in my bio on Twitter, actually. But I will drop it into, just like I did yesterday for you, to make everybody's lives easier. Because if you actually want to be taking gains, you actually want to be making gains, man, this is how you do it, okay? So I'm going to put it in the first comment on Twitter on this stream and post, and then we're going to get straight into the TA right now. Here's the comment. Boom. That's it. Bang, right? What the heck just happened? Bang. Get in there, dude. It's literally less than $1 a day. You will spend more money on coffee. And coffee would not have brought you 5 trades since yesterday. Winners. Okay? That's all I can say. People are in there. They're in there like swimwear. Do whatever you want to do. Let's get into it. Okay. We got a swing failure pattern on Bitcoin that might be getting nullified here in a minute, right? Here are the trades, okay? As you can see, the boss printed multiple Bitcoin longs today, literally win, right? Like literally 2 wins right in a row. Boom, bang, bang, boom, right? Just saying, whenever you get into the private VIP trading room, that's what you have access to. You not only have access to me, my TA, but you have access to his too. He does altcoins, he does futures, he does Forex. He shows his P&Ls just like I do. Dude kills it, man. Dude kills it. Okay. So now, also, I called out this trade on gold yesterday. $3,500. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Hit it to the T. The only way that you would have known about this is if you were in that community. You would already be up. Let's see. $3.5% in like a few hours on gold. 3.5% on gold. 10x leverage that. 35% overnight on gold. Absolutely insane, insane. And inside of there, I also give the levels saying, hey, this is where you could be seeing potential bounces. Here's your targets. Here's everything. Bing, bang, boom. I gave this live trade on the S&P. Boom. Wham, bam. Yet again. Thank you, ma'am. We longed it here. Bang. Bang. Overnight. Shorted it down to here. Longed it here. Bang. You wouldn't have known about that unless you were in the private VIP trading room. So, with that being said, I would suggest getting in there. This is the lowest price you're ever going to see it. I can promise you that. It's the lowest price you're ever going to see it. So I would take advantage of it. Ooh, are we going to break this swing failure pattern? Are we going to break the swing failure? Did we already break it? We did not yet. And then we swing fail here too. If this thing drops, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin, bruh. Let's talk about Bitcoin, baby. Some of that big daddy, that Bitcoin, brother, that Bitcoin, right? We got 50 people in here, man. How many of you am I going to see in a private VIP trading room, first and foremost? Because I'm not going to be giving out all of my secret sauce on these streams no more. So you want to get winning trades and levels. That's where you got to do it, man. Right there in the VIP trading room. In any case, we do have a 0.786 retrace. We are regaining the 0.786 level. We blasted up above it. We've confirmed above it now. Are we going to hold it? We'll see, right? But here's my point. That is from the swing high to the swing low, okay, from the previous swing high, right? So zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Boom. Swing high, swing low, lower swing high, lower swing low, right? And then lower swing high, lower swing low, right? Okay. Now we have a higher swing high. Beautiful. We're breaking market structure to the upside. Do we have a potential head and shoulders pattern? I don't know. We'll see. If we do, you know, it's right here. Let's do some chicken scratch. Move my thing out of the way. Let's do some chicken scratch. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Just saying. Breakout, right? Where could that take you? Let's see. Call it right there. And I know this is chicken scratch. Whoops. Just deleted my target level, man. Just deleted my target level. Okay, let's call it there. I mean, this is bringing you up to about $99,500 and $1,000, which consequently is the value area high since we went parabolic. Just saying. Now, are we expecting, you know, a potential pullback to, you know, reset some levels? Yes, absolutely. You know, markets don't just go parabolic. They leg up, they leg down, you know. Now, it does go parabolic sometimes. Then it comes back, then it legs up, then it comes back, then it legs up, then it comes back, then it legs up, then it comes back. See what I'm saying? Ebbs and flows like a river does, okay? So, in any case, what we were talking about last week was we were saying, hey, if we're going to retest these lows again, which is like kind of like a double bottom, right? It's going to be this week, right? And if we don't, if we get above the, I believe it was like the 86.5 level, we're going to blast, right? And then guess what happened? There's 86.5. What happened? I'm just saying, man, go fact check me on this stuff. Here's 86.5, right? What happened when we got up above that? Boom, blast, right? I'm just saying, man. We call these things out in advance. So if you wanted the exact levels, you know, it was in the trading room in any case. Now, where could we go from here? Well, we'll see. So now that we have this, let's get this Fibonacci out of the way really quick. Let's look at the local fib, okay? So the local fib is telling us that we could potentially come back down here to about $87,000. Guess what else is down there? 21 moving average, 21 SMA on the 4-hour chart. What do we know about the 21 SMA? What do I teach, at least, right? It's a magnet. It's a magnet. Price loves to come back to this level, right? And if you look, that is where we caught support, right? That's kind of where we topped out. We coiled up, caught some support. Boom, next leg up. Do we catch support here? Do another leg up? Yet to be determined. Yet to be determined, right? Richard Ford says he's not afraid to show some hospital pizza pictures to people. So we went free info on Cardano for R. Gilbert and Solana. And he hopes everybody's having a good day. Let's get it, Dr. Phil Good. And R. Gilbert's here. He's always here. R. Gilbert, answer me. Answer me in the comments section. Is that you? Is that you that bought the year membership to Nordic Alpha? Is that you? If anything, R. Gilbert's balling like that. R. Gilbert's out here flexing on people, buying year memberships, dude, for 20% off, right? You get 5% off at 3 months, 10% off at 6 months, 20% off at a year. Now I don't know if I want to pay for Discord or pay Drew for his modern art interpretation sketches. That would be a consulting fee, and I would absolutely take it. We got the skills. Now, let's talk about it. All right. So say we do come down here to $87,000. That is a longing opportunity. That's all day. Okay. But what I want to show you is these FRVPs. Okay. So let's pull this off, right? We know that that's a longing opportunity right here in about the 86 to call it $87,000 range. Boom. Done. Easy, right? That's the golden pocket. Okay. Of this move. Now, secondarily, where's my FRVPs? Right here. Okay, so we got out of the local FRVP, right? This is the local. We have now gotten outside of the value area high on this. Now, if you are still taking this value area into account, there is a high likelihood we still come back down here to $89,000, okay? And if you remember, what did I say? $89,000 is our level. We get above that, that's when we start to think about bullish nature on Bitcoin and crypto and altcoins, and you see stuff like this happening. I've said it a million times. I will continue saying it. Secondarily, that is where you have your little double top. You busted through it. Do you come back down, retest it, and then blast off? Or do you get accepted back into the range and come all the way down here to about $84,000, $85,500? $85,500 you have to hold. We know that level is all day. That's this level right here, $85,500 to about $86,000. You have to hold that level. You do not want to go back below that again. Okay. Everything is looking good so long as you stay above that level. Now, let's talk about the micro FRVP. Well, that same level, $84,000, was the point of control. We regained it, fell below it, regained it, fell below it, regained it, back tested it, blast off. Where's the top end of that? $96,000. That's where you get up to the value area high. And you take out these previous swing highs over here. You're already starting your uptrend, right? And spoiler alert, anything above here is a higher low. Anything basically $75,000 or more is a higher low. So I'm not saying that you can't come right back down here, right? I'm not saying that you can't come right back down here, no problem, and still be in an uptrend because you've broken market structure now. You've taken out the prior swing highs. You're starting to try to take out this swing high and this swing high, right? This is the actual swing high right here. That's what you want to take out, okay? That's where you start thinking about like super bullish, 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 right? So we know that $86,000 is going to be a massive level of resistance, right? As you can see, that's where we got caught up, right? As a support. Now it's a resistance, right? So 86,000, call it, or 96,000, not 86,000. I've been so used to saying in the 80s lately that, you know, that's what we've been talking about. Now, secondarily, let's look at the macro FRVP. So as you can see, boom, 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 came back, back tested it, blast off, point of control. Guess where it's at? $96,800. So 96,000 to 96,800, critical level of resistance. Okay. That is where you're probably going to start thinking about shorts. Okay. Right here. This is where you start thinking about shorts. If you run all the way up here, this is where you start thinking about shorts and pullbacks. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger, right? You get through those levels. Guess where you're going? Right here. 102 to 103. All right. You get above that, things get a little bit more wild. Okay. So let's pull this all the way over here. Actually. Yep. 103 and $96,700. Call it 96,000. 96.5, right? So we really need to see a leg up to 96.5. And honestly, like it's okay. It's okay if we come back down here. It really is. So long as we hold this 84 to 85 level, like we're Gucci and we're probably headed up, right? Are we going to fill this immediately? Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. I think that there's a chance that we get a nice little pullback here. Boom. And one of the things that really aided in this is the S&P opened up and went up today, right? It went up. So let me know what you think in the comment section. We got 85 people here. All right, there is 6 dozen people from Twitter and a dozen people from YouTube. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's see if anybody's liked this video on Twitter. We have 2 likes, but we have 75 people on Twitter. Pump the likes up, bruh. Pump the likes up on this post right, Tom, right? Ooh, let's look at the spam. Ooh, exciting news in crypto. Look at this guy. For real-time trading insights and community support, check out Gumgun.mx. Yeah, or .uk. No, that sounds super legit, bro. That sounds super legit. Yeah, that's definitely not scamming people trying to take my audience. Yeah, no, that sounds... You guys should definitely follow this guy. You should literally take this guy's word for it. He's definitely Shofi Nur Sayekti. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a pro trader. Yep, this chick is a pro trader for sure. Wait, isn't she on verified investing? Hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's me. I'm the pro trader. Oh, my bad. Wait, no, maybe she's in the verified network of pro traders. Wait, where's she at? Is that her? No, that's Lawton. No. Unfortunately, no, she's not the pro trader, guys. I hate to be the guy. We're going to have to hide the reply. No, we're just going to block her. Blockity block. You're welcome. Wonderful. Smash the likes on this friggin' post. Oh, nice. We got 4 people. That's 4 less bots than we have on majority of streams. Because apparently Twitter has a bunch of bots that come into your streams. I'm too cheap to buy bots. I could care less about bots. It is what it is. We ain't no streamer. All right, let's check it out. All right, so you got the key levels on Bitcoin, man. It's very simple. It's very cut and dry. On the 4-hour chart, we are looking good. We do have a bullish moving average formation minus these 2. Okay, what do I mean by minus that? Well, you still need to see the 100 flip the 200, right? So once you get that and these moving averages, you'll have the 200 under the 100, which is under the 50, which is under the 21, which is under the 9. That's where you have a bullish moving average formation, right? You already have that on the hourly chart, okay? Let's see what the oscillators are telling us. Bearish divergence. Bearish divergence, right? Now, the last bearish divergence got nullified. There was a bearish divergence right here like this, and then it just, boom, shot through it. So, I would not trade just simply only based off of a bearish divergence. Oh, yeah, that was our Gilbert. He says I bought it. I'm Madonna with Discord, though. He said, I can't see. I'm legally blind. So, in any case, there is no bearish divergence here on the hourly chart except for a micro bearish divergence, potentially, right? We do have, this is extremely overbought. This needs to come back, right? Which is why I think there's a scalp shorting opportunity as I posted, right? Scalp shorting opportunity. To be clear, this is a very small scalp short. Do not bet the farm on this. Seriously. This is not, I'm not like full porting this. Be cool. All right. This is like, we're just waiting for our long entries and I'm giving you something to do. Make a little extra scratch potentially, or lose a little extra scratch. You have to be prepared to lose. Okay. We all lose. All right. This is what it is. You could lose. This pumps up. Boom. Your short gets screwed. Screwed in the pooch. That's why you take small scalp short and you just wait for your entry to go long. Bam. Right. Look at that $84,000, $85,000 range. That is beautiful, right? You might not get there. You might get down to 89 to 80, 88 something, and then just bang, bang, bang. Do you have a red dot on Market Cipher? See what money flow is doing. Money flow is still going up, okay? It's good news. This wave is clipping, right? VWAP curling down at the same time it clipped. Trigger wave, maybe. But let's look at the 4-hour just really quickly. Yeah. So everything's super overbought. Honestly, there's going to be a pullback here. I'm calling it. There's going to be a pullback. That does not mean shit. Okay. I know everybody's like, oh, a pullback. Hey, he's saying anything other than Bitcoin going up. Oh my God. I can't believe it. If you've been watching my channel for long enough, I've been right like 90% of the time. Okay. So I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to literally do this. Okay. We're not saying this is the pullback, new all-time lows down to $60,000. Okay. I already gave you the levels earlier of where I think it could pull back to. If you don't remember the levels, rewind the track or get in the Nordic Alpha community where you have all of those levels drawn out for you spit out for you every day in plain English by two banger traders. Okay, one verified pro and one that does a lot of day trading, absolute animal, which is the boss, BOS, right? Break of structure. And now we have the break of structure. So in any case, that's kind of my point. I do believe that there is probably likely going to be a pullback here. Let's look at the 8 hour. I mean, dude, even the 8 hour is overbought, man. It's getting up here. It's at like 75. Like, look at the Stokes on this thing. Look, it's at 100. It's been up here for a minute. Okay. Now you do have money flows going up. Okay. You do have a green dot here, but this green dot's been played out. Okay. This thing's probably going to clip and fall. Okay. Now, how far can it pull back? I don't know. I don't know. We have to see that at the time. Okay. Bang. That's that. Let's look at the daily chart. 12-hour first. Yeah. Stochastics. Hella overbought in 100 territory. RSI above 70. It's at 73 almost, right? On the 12-hour chart. That is extremely significant. Let's look at the daily. And okay, you've got the 200 moving average. You got to see if you can hold that. Okay, that's on the 12-hour chart. Let's look at the daily. Woo! We're trying to get that 100. Are we going to close? Are we going to close it above the 100? Dude, this is a big day. Look at how long you have been up here in overbought territory on the stochastic RSI. Since April 11th. 12 days. This will be the 12th day. Okay. Your RSI, you're dangerously close, right? You're down here at 66. This is overbought. Okay. Nothing crazy there. This green dot, super played out. Super played out. Double green dot. Money flow starting to curl back up. Could get into the woo. I mean, VWAP, dude. Let's see. Actually, VWAP was coming down and then it was just like boom, right back up. So, I mean, this money flow crosses over, but that doesn't do anything for the smaller time frame charts. This could still happen and the smaller time frame charts just pull back, right? And then it underheats the RSI, right? You got a green dot on Market Cipher, right? Green dot on the weekly, right? Which is awesome. And then, but here's the problem. This is trending down. You are setting lower lows on the momentum waves whenever you come under here, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, this is really long-term stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. It's no big deal. So, I mean, even on the weekly chart, you're looking pretty darn good. You know, nothing to write home about, but, you know, we're above 91K. That's pretty substantial. As it sits right now, that is a huge, huge win. Let me know what you want to see in the comments section. We'll go to Solana first. Now, again, remember, I'm only giving out so much on these streams anymore because now we have an entire community of like-minded people that put their money where their mouth is, that are actionable, that actually want to be there. And it's literally $29 a month. If you would have taken one of the trades that we gave you, you would have made your $29, right? You probably would have made enough to just afford the entire year. So, you know, do whatever you want to do, but you know where the link is for the private VIP Discord. Now, you do have a topping tail here. That's not good. With pretty decent sized volume. It's not as big a volume as the other candles, right? But I mean, this was the 3 white soldiers, man. That sucks. That's kind of like an indecision because this is 3 white soldiers with rising momentum, right? Or rising volume. Okay. That's the 3 white soldiers for sure. Then you've got an indecision doji, and that indecision doji is unfortunately a topping tail, which a lot of times marks the tops at major highs, right? Or major highs from like a bang, dude, the head and shoulders. Dude, you got some conflicting patterns here, man. I mean, this could bring you up to $175 on Solana. You came back and you back tested it too. Bang. Bang, dude. We called that out yesterday. Head and shoulders on Solana. Hit the 1.0 retrace too. Exactly. Did it take out the swing high though? Did it take out the swing high? Swing high is 147.60. What's the high over here? It did. It took out the high. Solana's starting to break market structure to the upside as well. Okay. So, in any case, you got to reverse this essentially, right? Take this fib off. All right. So we know about this little kind of like inverted head and shoulders, right? We know that the target on this is going to be probably $168. Okay. We know about that. Actually, let's just save that. Bang. Right? All right, let's get this off of here. I mean, here's the issue. If you do come back down here to this critical support level right here, which is about $121, that's the 0.5 fib, right? But you will be losing all of your moving averages. You need to see this continue upwards, to be honest. You can still come down here at the 0.5 and bounce. If you do come down here to the 0.5, I would be saying long. Like, definitely longing here, right? That's what I would be doing on Solana if we came down there, right? Now, this one's hard to call because you've got the 3 white soldiers right here, which is a very bullish pattern with a topping tail indecision. And then you've got a tri-star pattern, which is 3 indecision dojis right after that. My guess is right here, because of this candlestick formation, you're about to dump. Okay. That's just my opinion on Solana. I would be shorting in this scenario, and I would just set my stop loss up here, and I would be targeting something along the lines of this, right? For a 3x risk to reward ratio. And then if you get above this, you know that you've nullified this. That's great. You close a candle up here, great, even better. Then you flip long, no big deal, right? You get above that, bang, here's what you do. It's very simple. It's not hard, right? So you take out that swing high, you can either enter there on the back test and start targeting some previous swing highs, right? Which would be probably these swing highs right here. Or, right, you can wait for a pullback and then enter and use your fib to figure out where you enter. Pretty simple. So there's your kind of trade setups on that. Cardano for R. Gilbert, man. Well, you did get that entry. You got it again. Literally, man. Literally. We called this out yesterday on the stream, man. I literally said, if you come back down here, you took profits right over here. You took profits. That's great. Beautiful, right? I literally said yesterday, look, man, you come back down here, you enter again. It's very simple, right? Get up here, you get a rejection. Guess what's happening? Same shit, right? Same stuff. This is not a topping tail. Okay, this is more of an indecision, like night star, evening star. But then you have your 2 dojis right here and a 3rd doji right here, right? So I mean, this one's a little bit harder to call. I can't call it. Kai the Hitchhiker, right? But if I were looking for long entries, here's where I would be looking. I would be looking to long right here in this range from about, I would say 63 cents all the way down to 61 cents. That is your longable range. You get below that, though, you're shorting, okay? Cardano is very simple. Is there anything else anybody else wants to see? We've already been on the stream for 30 minutes, and we've given out ridiculous gains. I gave out this gold trade literally yesterday. What was it, yesterday? Already killing it. We'll just move it over here. My entry was 34.61.60 or something like that, but I can't get it perfect, so I just put it at 34.62. Good enough, right? And the stop loss was set outside of the $3,500 level. And guess what? It came within 8 cents of $3,500, and it hit this level exactly perfectly. I don't know, man. I literally called this out. I'm pretty sure I called this out on stream multiple times as well. So if you're not paying attention, I don't know what to tell you. Now, if you want to know where Bitcoin is going to be going, right? If we break through on some of these levels here, like once you finally get your entries, if you want to understand where Bitcoin's going, I'm not going to tell you on this stream. That is ridiculously valuable information. You got to get into the Nordic Alpha private community in order to get that information. I'll tell you, I'll do exactly what I did here with gold, and I'll tell you where it's going to top out at, and I'll do it exactly right here like I did on that active long that I talked about a million times on stream, where we bought the bottom and sold the top. And then we sold the top, and we're about to ride it to the bottom. Nobody does this, man. Very few people can call the tops and bottoms of things. I can do it. I will tell you inside of the community, if you join, where I could see Bitcoin going, okay, from here. Knowing what we know now, knowing that we have essentially bottomed, right? I will tell you, I will give you my high-level analysis to understand, like, how much further from here is Bitcoin going to run? Spoiler alert, it's going to be above $120,000, substantially above that, okay? And, yeah. So let's see how this inverted head and shoulders is playing out on the daily chart. That's given us a price target of $95,000 from here, okay? We have confirmed above that level. As it sits right here, we back tested it. Boom, we're blasting now, right? If you entered this long, you're doing very well, okay? Now, let's see what else we got. What other charting patterns? Oh, yeah, the falling wedge. We did get outside of that finally, right? We have not back tested the falling wedge, though. We have broken away from it, but we have not back tested it, which is why I'm saying you could still come back to the 84.5 to 85.5 range, right? And guess where this falling wedge is taking you? You guessed it. Almost $120,000. 75% of the measured move. If you measure the whole move, it's 128, right? This is not the analysis that I'm talking about giving you to call where the top is on Bitcoin that I'll give you in the private community. This is just stuff I've already done for people, right? Let's look at the 1 month bear flag. Well, as long as we stay outside of this, we are looking good, right? Now, honestly, though, let's be real. Let's go to the weekly chart for this. I mean, technically, we're still in it, the bull flag, right? We have not broken out from it, in my opinion, yet. When you take into account this entire structure, right? On the 1 week chart, you still haven't broken out from it. You close a candle above it, you close another candle above that, you back test it, $90,000, bang, right? That's what you really want to see. And then you're going to, let's see. About $136,000 potentially. Let's look at the fib retracement on this. I think people probably know what I'm about to say. As you can see, almost perfect 0.618 retrace. 0.236, guess where it's at? 95.6, man. 95.6 to $96,000 is going to be a massive level of resistance, okay? So we'll see what happens. 1 week bear flag, though. We still haven't broken out of that yet either. Okay? Still got to break out above about 92.5. Call it 92.5. And the higher we go, like, to be real, that's what your bear flag looks like. $64,000 if you break down out of this bear flag. Is that likely? I don't necessarily think so. I think you come back down here at the worst case scenario, $84,000, right? Where's the 1 week bull flag though? Yeah, there it is. Is that the same? No, the 1 week bull flag, it's about the same thing. We can delete that. It's what we're looking at, man. It's looking good. Getting outside of the demand zone, the dumpity dump zone, right? Got outside of the dumpity dump zone. Finally, you bounced from the, basically the, hey, yo, you got to hold this zone, right? And then you're going to have this zone right here, which you are now entering. This is what is going to be a supply zone, okay? This is a supply zone now, and that's what you're going to be looking at. Again, what's the top of that? $96,000. I'm just saying, if you want to know where Bitcoin's going, if you really want to know where I can do some serious analysis, which I will do in the coming days, on where the top is going to be on Bitcoin whenever we kind of blast through here and we set new all-time highs, because we're about to, trust me. I almost guarantee you within the next couple of months, we are going to set new all-time highs on Bitcoin. If you want to know where to enter, kind of gave you that. But if you want to know where to exit, because that's more important a lot of the times, get in that Nordic Alpha private community, man. I'm telling you, if you don't get in here, we took 5 wins in just the past 24 hours in this community, if you were paying attention. Link's in the description. Link is the first one in the comments section in Twitter, and it's right here. Just click it. Literally, you can get discounts on it, man. I can't stress that enough. It is the least expensive you're ever going to see it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not going to be giving out a massive amount of levels on these streams as much anymore, because the people that actually value it are going to be in that community, and they're going to have no problem paying $29 a month for it. They're already in there. They're already in there talking, right? They're literally already in there since we just talked yesterday, right? Since we just opened this up yesterday, right? That's literally, you've already got people in here talking. It is what it is. So get in that community. I will let you know what my levels are. I will let you know where I see Bitcoin going. I will also let you know what trades I am taking. Okay. So with that being said, hopefully everybody has a good day. I don't see any other requests. We have gone through everything that we needed to go through. I'm going to look at ETH just really quick and see what we got there. Here's your entry level, man. This is your entry level right here, 1550. It's already bumping up. Again, man, I give all this stuff out for free on these streams. We're not giving it out for free anymore, man. We did break this downtrend channel. Well, technically, did we? Actually, I don't think we did. That's just my opinion. I'll show you why I don't think we did. I mean, maybe we did. Maybe we did. If you leave it here, we definitely did, right? We'll say we did. Broke out of the downtrend channel. Let's hide this. Let's hide this. I mean, in my opinion, ETH's going up, baby. Massive resistance at $2,900. It's a pivot point. We've talked about that many, many times. So with that being said, I hope to see you all in the Nordic Alpha private community so you can take gains like this with us live every single day. Bang, bang. That's all I can really say, man. You know the levels on Bitcoin. You know the levels on the altcoins that you requested. You know the levels. You got the trades. You know where to find the real trades and the real sauce, where I actually teach people exactly what is going on, exactly why I do the things that I do live. Okay, so with that being said, hopefully I see you all in the community, Nordic Alpha, and I will see you all soon. Peace.